Hi everyone, how are you all? This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thanks for the support, okay? Big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now you can see that our target from yesterday with Bitcoin breaking out of those targets we've given you on the 4-hourly time frame. Right now it's lost that support, isn't it? And at the moment it's having a bit of a correction. You've got your support targets in here, which we've given you. Obviously we've got this Fibonacci retracement extension just here, the 1.272 at 32659. If we do start to see ourselves hitting ahead on that and bashing ahead and falling under the 55, especially on the weekly, you know, potentially you're going to see us come down to test a lower low. And obviously you're fully aware, if we do start to fall out of this particular level of support on the 5-day Gaussian channel just here for Bitcoin, that is a bear market signal. So we can afford to come down, have a little wick down to this particular level here, this swing high which I've given you, okay, which is a bit of a cluster of consolidation on the way up that you may see Bitcoin come down to. I'm not saying it will, but you may, if you do start to see the market roll anymore and you start to lose a level of support, because you can see right now at the moment, like I said to you, there's some kind of move coming, isn't there? And you can see, like I said to you, with the 5-day medium line in the Gaussian channel and the fact that you're under resistance of the 55 EMA on the 5-day, some kind of break was imminent, and you can see right now you are getting that break and you're being forced down, okay? So if you do continue to come down, because like I said to you, when you do lose this medium line just there, you do have a tendency to come down to the bottom of the channel and test the support. So this is where you could see this come into play for Bitcoin, okay? So do anticipate that if it does, that's a fantastic entry point to put some cheeky bids in, because like I've said to you on the weekly time frame just here, if we take a look on the weekly time frame, and I've been telling you for the weeks now, we're anticipating coming down to this trend line on the weekly RSI, okay, which would signify a beautiful bottom entry for Bitcoin. And also the stock RSI is in the absolute floor here, okay. Like I said to you, it doesn't hang around there too long, okay. If you look at the history of Bitcoin, it doesn't hang around there too long before it gets a bit of a pickup and a continuation of the trend, basically. And this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to break the trend. At the moment the trend is a downtrend. The trend is your friend. Until you break the trend, you make a new friend, obviously. The MACD is starting to come down. Just like I said to you in a couple of videos ago, we're anticipating the MACD comes under the histogram, starts to turn and form that bullish cross. Wow. Beautiful bottom in this market for Bitcoin. So do anticipate that the bottom is really close, okay, really close, because like I said to you, the selling runs out of steam, doesn't it, okay? And the selling works in waves, and you can see that, you know, just look at the volume profile here. You got this selling pressure like that is depleting, basically. So yeah, I do anticipate that if we do start to lose the 55 on the weekly, okay, come down, this is a fantastic area to put some bids in. I'm also going to show you this other area which is of keen interest to me, okay, because the reason I gave you the 2800 was because of this wick here. This was a swing low. Do you see this? Swing high, swing low, sorry, swing high, swing low, and this was the reason I gave you the 2800. I made a video at 2800 target when Bitcoin was up here breaking out of this rising wedge, okay. I did say to you that put some cheeky bits in down at 2800, and it actually came down there and it bounced off there beautifully. Now if Bitcoin does continue to fall here, there's two keen areas of interest that you may see a little bounce if you lose the 2800 again, okay, because you can see each time you come down you're creating a lower low here, you're having a wick down, but that's how much support is. So you may get really lucky, okay, because it'll come down and it'll get bought straight back up, because that's how much support there is for Bitcoin, okay. You've got this little wick down here. Now that level is 27,834. Do, you know, I'm not saying be greedy or anything like that, but it might not necessarily come down to this cluster here. This might be the bottom just here. This particular level of support, this wick, 27,834 is where you might be lucky enough to get some cheeky bids in this market for Bitcoin, if we do continue to see the roll. And like I've said to you, you know, look at the daily time frame here. You're being forced down, but I keep telling you this, okay, if you're under the 20 like this and you're holding support, you get forced into a position. Do you see this? So this is what's happening for Bitcoin. You're getting rejected by the daily 20 and it's coming down on your head, and this is supporting your ass, okay. So a break, okay, of the 20 to the upside, or obviously lose support of this particular 1.272 Fibonacci extension just there, where you may see the loss of support, and some kind of force just there is going to break you out in either direction. You know, hopefully, I've not got a crystal ball, but we don't want to see the week out below this particular level, because if we do, that's something that we've not done before. Okay, we're not closing under this 55 EMA on the weekly time frame. What day is it today? We've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if we can just have quite like a little wick down, a little correction over the next couple of days, just get it over and done with, then get the pick up, then not close the week out below this particular level here, this 55 EMA on the weekly, and below the 1.272 fib extension there, we could have found the bottom just here for Bitcoin. So do anticipate that. So anyway, that's Bitcoin on the weekly covered. Right now I'm going to jump into the 4-hourly time frame and see what we can see, okay? So yeah, with Bitcoin and on the 4-hourly time frame, I gave you all these targets just there, and you can see you was hitting your head, and you rolled back. I did say to you a break was imminent, didn't I, within this apex just there. Okay, and I gave you your levels. It says if you do start to hit your head on that, you're looking at a loss of support off this trend line just there. And if you do lose the support, this is your technical target down here, okay, to where which is the length of the horizontal triangle. Just there, I'll show you, just to remind you, this is how you measure it, okay? From there to there, that's the technical target. You see that of the triangle, because you're in a horizontal triangle basically, and you broke down and you've lost support. So this is a technical target just here at 29600. So if you do start to see that met and it loses it, and especially loses this 2800 just here, okay, then potentially, you know, this is where I gave you those particular targets in the earlier segment of the video. Put some cheeky bids in down there and you might get fortunate enough down there, okay? Because like I said to you, okay, personally, I'm not in any trades at the moment. I've not traded this break because I think there's some manipulation at play. So, you know, we may not even see the full target being met here, because we've broke down before out of particular patterns, head and shoulders, and there was another pattern, I think it was a rising wedge or something, I can't remember, but we have broke down and we've actually bounced back up, so the actual technical target's not been met. So there's some manipulation at play here by the whales and by those trading Bitcoin, okay? So do be careful, because that is the technical target of this pattern, of this breakdown, okay? And if we get there, great, you know, that could potentially be the bottom right there, and this is where you might see a bit of a sell-off, the alts dump as well, and this is where you might see that target met, and then the bounce, and then the continuation of the bull trend just there, taking us up to 200k per Bitcoin. But what I'm just going to do quickly is look at this stock RSI on the weekly, because I want to see our target there is that trend line, isn't it? And you can see if we was to roll over and sort of come down to that target, this is where you could see that trend line come into play and act as a fantastic entry opportunity for Bitcoin in this bull market, okay? Because like I said to you, the MACD will come down under the floor, your stock RSI is ready, it's poised, isn't it, to spring up, and this particular trend line, if it holds as support, wow, that's golden. We've found the bottom for you in this market for Bitcoin. So that's basically Bitcoin. I hope you enjoyed that update. I'll be back tomorrow with another update on Bitcoin. I'm going on holiday tomorrow, so my updates probably won't be as frequent. I'll try and get some out as best as I can for you and keep you updated with what's going on in markets and stuff like that. But I'll try and just roll one video out with all the alts in it as well if I can. It depends how busy I am. But yeah, stay strong everybody. That's a technical target just down there, like I've said to you. You know, but personally, like I said to you, full transparency, I'm not in any trade because I think there's some manipulation going on here. You know, we've fallen out these patterns and targets before and just don't get met, basically. So take care, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with an update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye-bye.